Whatever. And action.
Hey, Anna, you know?
Yes.
We need one of those.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. Actually, I think one of our boys, Logan, has
right.
directors.
We need to get that.
Yeah, we'll have to get that. So next time. Oh, hi.
Hi.
We're back.
We're back. I'm back.
Yes, she is back. Welcome to another Chime In Tuesday. I hope everyone has enjoyed their hiatus from us. And now we're back. We're that bad Penny who just shows up again. Do people even know what pennies are still? Anyways, that's for another time.
It is, but in the U.S., do you guys still have pennies? The U.S., we don't in Canada anymore.
I'm assuming one of our American friends is standing in front of us.
Chime in. Let
us know. If you do nothing today, just let us know about the pennies. So, how you been?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, them.
Oh, how have you been? Hope everything's great. Cheers.
I got the giggles, apparently.
Yes.
Got some new mugs. You see them?
And if you can't read backwards or sideways or angle, whatever you're doing right now, mine says love you.
Mine says love you more.
And then I would turn around and say times 2.
Because we say this. This is what we say every day. So when we saw these mugs in the store, obviously they spoke to us. And obviously we had to do the right thing and buy them.
Because you can never have too many mugs.
No. I think we've
kind of like women with shoes. And I think we've discussed this.
We've discussed this before, but I'd be happy to discuss it again.
And then I got called out on the hat thing. And yeah, anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I got called out on a hat challenge because I was saying I had like over 20 hats. And by the way, there was still more I could have worn back on the LinkedIn challenge, 21 hat challenge. Anyways, I digress.
I'd like someone to challenge me to the shoe. What could the shoe challenge be? But you don't see my shoes. But I'd like to make
putting a lot on everyone's plate right now. They're talking about pennies, now shoes.
I know.
All right.
So this isn't what we're
rambling to see. This is what happens when we're not in a month. We ramble. Anyways, once again, we're digressing. So as you were.
Well, we've not digressed from anything yet because we've not started anything yet.
Right.
But maybe we should start.
Yes.
So.
Okay, I know what I want. Let's talk about what we did on Saturday.
Yes. Okay. So one of our favorite things to do together, probably maybe our favorite top thing to do together
is running.
It's run together.
Mm-hmm.
We both ran separately before we met. And we love doing it together. In fact, I wonder, do people know that we got engaged because of a run? Not because of a run. We did a run.
Yep. I proposed to Louise. So we went to Disney. And
this wasn't just Saturday. This was a couple of years ago. We're all over the map today. Stay with us here.
So we were doing a Disney run. Disney puts on all these different crazy runs. It happened to be Star Wars. So we went and did the Star Wars run. And so Louise was just like, great, we're doing a Disney run. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it was a blast. And everyone has an opportunity to go to California or Florida, go do a Disney run.
Super fun.
Regardless, Princess, Goofy, what's going on, just do it. Even if you're not a runner, just do it. It's amazing.
Well,
No, I think you should experience it. Maybe you'll get the bug and you'll get into running. And while we were there, we took an extra day to hang out and do whatever, and I proposed to you guys.
We went to Epcot. So first of all, we were just there for the weekend. We went to Florida for the weekend, went to Disney for the weekend. For the run, stayed for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And so after the run on the Saturday...
She went down, a single woman, came back, engaged.
Mm-hmm. So we got...
So she said yes, if you want.
I said yes. Although I didn't answer right away.
No, she laughed and danced and didn't say anything. And I'm like,
you said you're going to answer me? So we got engaged in
Italy.
We had the glass of Prosecco. of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had dinner in Mexico.
Yeah. And celebrated in England.
Celebrated in England and had dinner in Mexico. That's the way it goes. Anyway, so,
right, so running.
That's how we got onto all of this, running. So that's one of our favorite things to do together, our favorite things to do together. So we did a run together on the weekend. And the significance of this one in particular for me is that I've been injured for about a year. Over a year. My knee has not been good. And so without going into detail about the whole knee thing, Saturday happened. We registered for this race a year ago. We did this race together last year.
We've been doing it 3 years in a row.
And it was so important to me to do this race. There have been other races that we've registered for that my knee wasn't capable of doing, and so we thought didn't do them. But this one was Mud Hero. Anyone out there know Mud Hero? It's like kind of like an easier version of the Spartan, a less serious version.
6 kilometers of essentially running through mud with obstacles, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's the ultra, which is timed.
But we just did 6K.
6K fun.
Like 20 some odd obstacles.
Yeah.
So that's like, yeah. This is why you do it. Part of why you do it, isn't it? The whole point in bringing this up, I thought was interesting to talk about. It was a massive mental challenge for me.
Yeah.
The mental challenge was I was not going to be able to do the race the way I want to do the race. Meaning I was not going to be able to scale all 20 some odd obstacles if I wanted my knee to last.
Right. And there are points where I had to say to Louise, you're not doing this obstacle. And then she looked at me and I'm like, you're not doing the obstacle. This is not about how many obstacles you can do in this run. This is about actually enjoying the run and doing what we love to do together. So I'm not keeping tally. No one's keeping tally how many obstacles you do. But the whole point of it is, and I think people miss this in life. This is a life lesson. You could be at work and you could be saying, your boss says to you, all right, this is what needs to happen. And then you start going and then it doesn't come to the way it's supposed to. Okay. Well, that sucks, but you have to have the mindset or the capability to say to yourself, okay, why am I truly doing this? And if I have to adjust, you need to adjust. You don't go in the corner, have your tantrum and say, well, forget it, scrap the deal, we're not doing it, deal with all the negative repercussions of that. Or you say you pivot and you change your mindset. Will the results be exactly the way they were going to be? Maybe not. But I personally rather see something rather than nothing. And you need to be able to shift rather than be that spoiled toddler and saying it has to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. You make the situation the best it's going to be.
Yeah, and for me it was also partly, I love cliches and quotes. It's about enjoying the journey. Like, what the hell are you doing the run for? I joke that it's for the medal. It's not really. I like the medals.
The medal's nice.
But it's actually to enjoy the run. So
right.
I know it sounds so silly, but I think it's such a simple concept that we lose so much sight of. That imagine I didn't do the run because I was not going to be able to do the obstacles. So I didn't do it at all. So we would have missed that day together doing something that we love to do. It's something that I have struggled with my whole life. I, being new too, but in terms of being a competitive sport, I don't know if you struggled with this kind of mentality, but very much been black and white, black or white. Yes or no. There's no gray, there's no maybe. It's decisive, it's clear, it's on or it's off. And I was like that for a long time growing up in competitive sports. It's like, you play to win.
The famous New York Jets coach Herman. You play to win the game.
I still agree with that.
You go YouTube it. It's actually funny. He was at a press conference. But anyways.
We should we'll put it in the show notes. Yeah. We'll put it in the comments or whatever you want to call it. And I still believe that you play to win. But there's more than that.
Yeah,
This
I
is the
mean,
grade.
I think for me, anyways, is that I think I like you. I played at an extremely high level, um, and it's instilled with inside of you, and it's genetics. I think sometimes you have that. An athlete, any athletes out there,
The hunger.
you know what I'm talking about. It's like you just never quit. You just never. There's no die. You just go. You're hurt. You just keep going. You play through it, and I think for me, I did that as well. But when I realized that there came a time where I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I truly doing this? Because you know what? You're not going to win all the time. And that's when you learn you're doing it for the love. And and you can look at it in business. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing it to get a paycheck? Because paychecks are great and we have to survive. But if you're doing well, that's another topic. But you truly need to be doing what you love, because the love and the passion will get you through the hard times, get you through the shit that you just like, I can't get out of bed today. No, because if you love what you're doing, every day is not going to be roses. Every day, is new, and you have to pivot, as we just said earlier.
That the word pivot, that's what helped me change my mindset or shift my mindset. The word change, I feel like is very big and scary and elicits quite a response in people.
Yeah.
And so pivot, I like to pivot.
I'm not ready for change.
Or shift. Well, just pivot.
Yeah.
Well, it's change. But anyway.
I think everybody wants change, but they're saying, I'm not embracing it. Well,
they want things to change, but they don't want to change.
Right. And so I tell people, it's like, stop waiting for it, because it's not going to come to you.
You should have worn the t-shirt, be the change. You should have, that would have been good.
Yeah, but I'm giving props to
Canadian band, the Tragically Hip. So what are we wanting people to chime in on here?
So I really want to, well, there's a few things. I want to know about the penny.
The pennies, yeah.
But more importantly, and the shoes. Who's going to challenge the use of the shoe? Oh, by the way, ladies or men, if you're going to do this shoe challenge, you've got to do it yourself. So you just can't just arbitrarily say, oh, by the way, Louise,
I challenge you,
and then walk away going, no, you got to do it too.
Actually, I'm okay with it.
No, I'm telling you, you have to do it too. So then you have two people wearing their shoes, because I'm sure there's enough men out there and ladies that have a plethora of shoes. So there's that. But I think the big thing is, and circling back to why you do what you're doing. Like we're talking about the run, right? You didn't go the way you wanted to because of the obstacles. So please chime in and say, what are you currently doing, or what have you done that you had to take a moment, step back and say, well, it's not going the way as planned or the way I wanted it to, but what are you doing in that situation? Are you pivoting?
And how do you pivot?
Yeah, how do you pivot? Like,
that's a lot of questions.
Well, we've been gone for a month, so sorry. It's like when you were back in school and you had that like little break, fall break or summer break or winter break, whatever the hell it is. And then you came back and the teacher said to you, okay, well, I'm glad you enjoyed your 2 weeks or your week off, and boom, and dropped all the homework on you. So
boom.
Yeah, so Mike, sorry, not sorry. Anyways, it's good to be back. So please chime in. You know what to do down below. And by the way, a quick snippet for Louise's show on every Tuesday, Louise H. Reed Show. If you're not listening, shame on you. Secondly, is that I personally seen it, and it's like coming to the house shortly. It's being shipped here. There is some serious merchandise that is coming for people who, let's just say things in regards to a radio show. So please tell everyone about it.
So I have my show on my YouTube channel. So check that out. So comment on YouTube, on
iTunes,
on Instagram, on Facebook. I'll put how you can find me in the comments below. You comment with hashtag LadyBossLoyalty. You'll be entered into a draw. There'll be monthly winners, and it is exclusive Lady Boss Loyalty swag.
It is pretty sweet stuff, actually.
And our first one has been my first one.
I had nothing to do with it.
No, it kind of does have a lot to do with it. Our first one has been chosen. It's Lynn McGreer, and it is coming, Lynn. Your exclusive Lady Boss Loyalty swag is coming.
It's kind of like a Guinness. You know, you just pour a Guinness, and you can't just drink it right away. You've kind of got to let it cascade, and so you sit back and you watch it. It's like a work of art. Believe me, Lynn, this is worth the wait. So you'll love it. Trust me. I want one.
All right, thanks for that.
All right, yeah, no, absolutely. Anyways, thanks everyone. Promise the hiatus will not be as long as it's been, but we've been busy, more or less. Louise has been quite busy. So as my motto, and a lot of people know this, life is live. So you just kind of pivot the way it is. All right, so you know what to do. Chime in. We'll talk soon. Thanks for listening to us.
Bye.